20 years of Whio journalism.
Jim Bouldridge and Carol McHenry, weekdays beginning at 5 on News Center 7.
The Miami Valley's leading news station. This is News Center 7.
Live from the award-winning Miami Valley News Leader. News with Paul Moses. And AccuWeather with Kathy Ballou. Now, your first look at the news, weather, sports, and traffic conditions from News Center 7's Daybreak Edition.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome.
Live from the award-winning Miami Valley News Leader. News with Ed Grayling and Linda Robertson. Plus Kathy Ballou's AccuWeather. Now, News Center 7's 9 o'clock edition.
Good morning.
Live from the award-winning Miami Valley News Leader. The latest news with Ed Grayling and AccuWeather with Kathy Ballou. Now, News Center 7's noon edition.
Good afternoon.
Live from the award-winning Miami Valley News Leader. The latest news with Ken Jefferson and Cheryl McHenry. Ted Ryan's AccuWeather and sports with Mike Hartsock. Now, News Center 7's first edition.
Good evening.
Live from the award-winning Miami Valley News Leader. Up-to-the-minute news with Jim Bouldridge and Deborah Countess. AccuWeather with Dave Freeman and sports with Mike Hartsock. Now, News Center 7 at 6.
Good evening.
Live from the award-winning Miami Valley News Leader. Up-to-the-minute news with Jim Bouldridge and Cheryl McHenry. Weather with Dave Freeman and Mike Hartsock on sports. This is News Center 7 at 6.
This building.
Live from the award-winning Miami Valley News Leader. Up-to-the-minute news with Jim Bouldridge and Deborah Countess. Tomorrow's AccuWeather with Dave Freeman and sports with Mike Hartsock. Now, News Center 7's late edition. Live from the award-winning Miami Valley News Leader. Up-to-the-minute news with Miriam Wright and Jim Blue. Sports with John Condit and Joe Parise's AccuWeather. Now, News Center 7's weekend edition.
Good evening.
This is WHIO TV, Channel 7. Coverage you can count on. With Ed Grayling and Kathy Ballou. This is News Center 7 Daybreak.
In the headlines this morning, Urbana's Dracket Company says it will close down by the end.
This is WHIO TV, Channel 7. Coverage you can count on. With Ed Grayling and Kathy Ballou. This is News Center 7 at noon.
Ahead on News Center 7 at noon at Dayton.
This is WHIO TV, Channel 7. Coverage you can count on. With Jim Bouldridge, Cheryl McHenry, and Dave Freeman with weather. This is News Center 7 at 5.
Coming up next on News Center 7's 5 o'clock report, did they do it?
This is WHIO TV, Channel 7. Coverage you can count on. With Cheryl McHenry, Ken Jefferson, weather with Dave Freeman, and Mike Hartsock on sports. This is News Center 7 at 5:30.
Coming up now at 5:30, targeting gun.
This is WHIO TV, Channel 7. Coverage you can count on. With Jim Bouldridge, Cheryl McHenry, weather with Dave Freeman, and Mike Hartsock on sports. This is News Center 7 at 6.
Beware, it may look like a job ad and sound like a job ad, but it may be a gimmick to get your...
This is WHIO forecast with Dave Freeman and Mike Hartsock on sports. This is News Center 7 Night News.
This is a scene where cops don't want to see kid.
You're watching WHIO TV, Channel 7, with coverage you can count on. This is News Center 7 Night News.
It may hurt us, but hopefully it won't.
You're watching WHIO TV, Channel 7, with coverage you can count on. This is News Center 7, Saturday.
And good morning to you, everyone. I'm Monique.
You're watching WHIO TV, Channel 7, with coverage you can count on. This is News Center 7 at noon, the weekend report.
I'm Miriam Wright, live in Beaver Creek. A little boy left by himself is almost killed in a house fire. I'll have a live report.
WHIO TV, Channel 7, with coverage you can count on. This is News Center 7 at 6, the weekend report.
Fire officials.
Now on News Center 7 at 5, the Miami Valley remembers what happened 1 year ago today. These bells ring a sad song for the victims of the Oklahoma City bombing.
A moving tribute. Only a child's cry breaks the silence for 168 seconds. It's 7's top story at 5.
You're watching WHIO TV Channel 7 with live, local, late-breaking coverage you can count on. This is News Center 7 at 5.
Good afternoon. Cheryl McHenry is off this afternoon. Top story, in-depth coverage of the anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing is just ahead, but first, breaking news.
That is News Center 7 at 5. Now at 5:30, off the hook. The suspect in the Miami Valley murder 15 years ago gets to go home. Out of school, no one gave these Urbana students permission to leave class. Details on their conflict protests coming up. And the Heartland remembers. Live team coverage of the anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing shows you how people across the nation pay tribute today.
You're watching WHIO TV Channel 7 with live, local, late-breaking coverage you can count on. This is News Center 7 at 5:30.
Good afternoon. A new twist today in a 15-year-old murder case.
You're watching WHIO TV Channel 7 with live, local, late-breaking coverage you can count on. This is News Center 7 Saturday.
Now on News Center 7 Saturday at 9, a Shelby County resident gets a surprise. His house is on fire. We'll bring you the story. You may be getting ready to fly this holiday season, but you know the risk. Your luggage may get lost. We'll tell you just where it goes when that happens. And did President Clinton lie to the American public about his relationship with Monica Lewinsky? It's our top story at 9. Good Saturday morning. I'm Reg Chapman. Sally Taylor is off today. This is News Center 7 Saturday.
And I'm meteorologist Dave Harmon. We're
Now on News Center 7 at 6, Springfield police continue their investigation into what caused the driver to run over 4 young girls who were out on their bikes. And the smoke is clearing in Sugar Creek Township after an electrical fire shut down several businesses there. And there hopefully will be a family reunion soon for a young killer whale.
News Center 7 at 6 begins right now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Paul Herder.
now on News Center 7 at 6.
Delphi workers take a strong stand, hoping to save jobs in the Miami Valley.
News Center 7 at 6 begins right now.
And today's efforts include a march and a rally in a show of unity among Delphi employees. Good evening. I'm James Brown, sitting in for Jim Baldridge.
I'm Cheryl McHenry. Delphi workers are taking to the streets to tell their side of the controversy. We have live team coverage tonight. We begin with News Center 7's Jim Oddie at the Delphi plant in Kettering. Jim?
Good evening, Cheryl. The push is on here at the Delphi plant in Kettering and another plant.
Now at noon, a motel guest fights for his life and his cat when a man and woman try to rob him at gunpoint. Plus, family and friends are mourning the loss of a Dayton man killed when his house caught fire yesterday. Plus, a local woman takes a detour to a local hospital after a head-on collision trapped her inside her car this morning. It's April 1st. This is News Center 7 at noon.
News Center 7 at noon begins right now.
I'm Amy Camino. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. And some of you may notice a different look this afternoon. Today we are launching our first widescreen newscast. Of course, you can only see the changes if you have a widescreen ready television. Now on to the news at noon.
News Center 7 at 11 begins right now.
Residents in one Kettering apartment complex say they are fed up. They say very little is being done to fight a big problem. Good evening, I'm James Brown.
I'm Letitia Perry. They say they're dealing with a growing bed bug problem and it's affecting their quality of life.
And Brittany McGraw live at
First, in high definition, this is News Center 7 at 6.
College basketball fans still filling the stands inside UD Arena for the NCAA tournament. Good evening, I'm John Paul.
I'm Cheryl McHenry. Their arrival, though, has some folks wishing they could change their seats, at least for a few days.
And News Center 7's Lauren Livingston is live telling us what neighbors around the arena are dealing with. Lauren?
First, in high definition, this is News Center 7 at noon.
This case has never been cold.
16 months after a disabled man and his daughter were murdered, now 2 men are under arrest in connection to the crime. Good afternoon, I'm John Paul. During a news conference today, the sheriff revealed new details about the 2 people they say were involved in the deaths of Bob and Colleen Gruby. News Center 7's Gabrielle Wright is live with the new details for us. Gabrielle.
This is News Center 7 at 11 in high definition.
We begin with breaking news. Good evening, I'm Una Lee in for Jenna Deary. A pedestrian has been hit and killed in Springfield. Happened about a half hour ago. News Center 7's Kate Farley is live at the scene with breaking news. Kate?
Yeah, we're just a few feet east of Walmart right now. Police have only been at the scene a little while. You can see behind me they're setting up a perimeter right now. But here's what we know. 1 person is dead and there's an SUV parked about 10 feet.
From the WHIO Broadcast Center in high definition, this is News Center 7.
Get it?
From the WHIO Broadcast Center in high definition, this is News Center 7.
Good afternoon, I'm Cheryl McHenry. New at 5, News Center 7's Learn Children's Services has wrapped up an investigation involving a Springfield high school teacher and one of his students.
From the WHIO Broadcast Center in high definition, this is News Center 7.
We begin with breaking news in Tip City. This is a live look on Crane Road where Miami County deputies say a train hit a man. Investigators tell News Center 7 the man was walking south when a southbound train hit him. The engineer told deputies
From the WHIO Broadcast Center in high definition, this is News Center 7.
The father of a teen shot and killed in his car speaks out for the very first time. Good evening, I'm Una Lee in for Jenna Deary. It's a weekend typically celebrated for the bond between a father and his children. News Center 7's Andy Sedlak is live at Trotwood, where 1 man is grieving the loss of his son this Father's Day weekend. Andy?